Okay, committee reports, legislative update. Mrs. Shorter?
Yes, and on the heels of blended learning, I want to talk about Senate Bill 229. So the committee held a second hearing on Senate Bill 229. This is sponsored by Senator Lewis Blessing out of Colerain Township. So Senate Bill 229 temporarily extends the deadline to April 30th for a school district to submit a blended learning model to the Department of Education for the 2021-22 school year. The bill would also require a school district to provide internet-based internet access and devices to each student participating in blended learning, among other requirements. Additionally, Senate Bill 229 would prohibit the use of chronic absenteeism as a measure on the state report card. So I just wanted to make sure that I pointed that out, particularly now that we've got a revised policy around blended learning. Thank you.
Okay, any questions for Mrs. Shorter? I just will piggyback onto the legislative update. I was in Columbus this current week, and the big topic on all the legislators' minds were redistricting. That was what they wanted to talk about. So I will tell you that I had previously sent an email based on an article in the Journal that I read, and maybe it was a Dayton Daily News, about the redistricting. And according to the article, I read into that we were losing Sarah Carruthers from Fairfield, and Jennifer Gross was going to then take over or have the entire school district. What I learned while I was up in Columbus was actually Sarah Carruthers is leaving the Fairfield city as representation, but she is gaining Fairfield Township. So we will have Sarah Carruthers as the representative in Fairfield Township, but Jennifer Gross will become the representative in Fairfield City. So that's what I understand while I was up there. I will tell you that it's subject to litigation, and it's a 4-year plan that was put together, so in 4 years it could all be changed again. But that is what I was led to believe, and that's what I was told while I was up there. So while we had both representatives before, one was in the township, one was in the city, they just kind of switched positions in our district. So our representation will not change as far as the school district is concerned. As residents, you're trading representatives. That's my understanding. So I just wanted to piggyback. I literally just learned that yesterday. So, you have questions about that, or?
It does come as a surprise. Yeah, I do follow.
Neither one of them are happy. I will make that comment. Neither one of them are happy for this change. Mrs. Carruthers is very disappointed that she's losing the city of Fairfield because she's developed a lot of relationships with city officials, city residents, and Jennifer Gross is actually, my opinion, is more upset she's losing Liberty Township, and she's upset she's losing Fairfield Township. Mm-hmm. And so she didn't comment on happy she was getting the city of Fairfield, but her main issue was losing Liberty Township.
But Sarah will continue to have the district.
Yes, we'll continue to have both representatives represent our school district. They just, whoever was representing the city is now representing the township. You had the township represents the city. It was sort of a north and south switch. So Representative Carruthers has more of the central part of the state or the county, and Representative Gross has the southern portion of the county.
Okay. Something that I would like to inquire about. When I spoke with Senator Gross, I invited her to come out and participate and just to kind of sit in and just kind of see what the district is about. Mm-hmm. I was just wondering if you guys have had any conversations about that, because she's been to Butler Tech, but to my knowledge, she has not been to.
To my knowledge, she has not been to a school district activity. Representative Gross also, to my understanding, homeschools her children. So she lives in the Lakota School District, but she homeschools her children until they get to high school.
And then she sends them to Butler Tech.
And I think, I don't want to assume where they go to high school for freshman and sophomore year, but
Yeah, I think
her one child, the oldest, is a Butler Tech student, and the youngest one is not yet, but is applying. Okay, so I'm assuming he's a sophomore now.
And since you guys have a developed relationship, is that something that you could address with her? Because I think it would be a good idea if she did attend, or at least made an effort to participate with some of the activities we have.
Yes, most
events,
definitely.
and-
I will send her an email, and I'll copy the rest of the board on it, inviting her to come to an event. Would you like it to be more of a in-school event or like an after-school event? You have something in mind, or?
At this point,
Just anything,
I don't think
just-
it matters.
okay.
I think just showing up
Okay.
for one event with your home district. Well, I mean, we are represented by
Right.
her. And Mrs. Carruthers, yes, I've seen her out, and we've had conversations with her in the past, particularly when we were going through the Ed Choice bit of it.
Right.
So I just have concerns that there has not been any outreach
Okay,
to Fairfield City Schools.
okay.
But she has outreach, she has made some efforts to attend Butler Tech, not once, but maybe 2 or 3 times.
Yes, she has toured Butler Tech, and part of it is she does have a child there, so
Yes, but she represents the whole district.
absolutely,
She represents the,
she should.
exactly.
Right, okay. Okay, well, that kind of went into the Butler Tech update as well, but, so we'll continue with Butler Tech. Just want to let you know that the current enrollment in the school year for Butler Tech is up 200 students this school year, largely to the fact that of the fair funding formula that came out, so they were able to add a couple hundred students. We are looking to add evening welding, fire, and police classes for high school age students. So if there's an issue with not being able to get in because we have too many students applying, we do have the facilities available, to have more students, but obviously the learning currently is taking place, from 8 to 2:30 p.m. So we're looking to add evening classes for high school students that aren't able to get in the first round. So more to come on that. That's just something that we're now exploring. And we're pouring the foundation on the Monroe school building, and so that is moving right along, and that plan is to open up on schedule in the fall of 2022. Okay, any questions for Butler Tech?
Just a comment. I think that's really productive and a great idea to open up those evening classes. You hear so much about college, and there's more of the trades push now on social media and everything, so I think that's fantastic that Butler Tech is doing that. It's a great idea.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do want to add, those programs are targeted right now to be senior-only evening classes, so it would not be open to juniors, be senior-only, more or less because a lot of the seniors might be working during the day and then be able to attend night classes. So that's what they're looking at. Okay. Planning Commission, Mr. Begley?
Planning Commission has met. We also met with City Council for a first reading on a PUD, a planned unit development of residential houses and patio homes at the corner of Mack and Gilmore, off the corner into that property, 22 acres or so. It's not been designated as 55 and older, but it looks like it will be marketed that way should it be allowed to continue. No other real impact on the city or on the school district.
Any idea when that would start?
Our next planning commission meeting is next Wednesday, and we'll start discussion on it. So it's technically not passed yet, but should it pass, sometime in the near future, they would start taking out trees and developing the land.
Is that the side where Mercy is?
Yes,
or- okay.
it is the Mercy side.
Okay. And I think there's plans to expand that road going down to Reese.
Yes, you're right. The Gilmore area through there would need some road improvements, I think, to facilitate that neighborhood, and there are already plans in the works.
Okay. Great. Any questions for Mr. Bingley? Okay, student achievement, Mrs. Gundrum?
Tonight, I would like to congratulate senior Matt O'Brien. He won the state championship in Special Olympics in golf. So that is very special and awesome job, Mr. O'Brien.
Great, yeah, that was a great read, so. Okay, any questions for Mrs. Gundrum? Okay, Parks and Recreation, Mr. Clark.
Yeah, I'm excited. I got some really good stuff to share. Hartman Park has been updated with the bike path, the walking trail, the running trail. Well, if you go by there in the last couple of days, they've laid out a pavement where the soccer field is. They're installing 8 pickleball courts. And those will be ready, opened up. They're actually going to paint probably next week. So pickleball's a big thing. I didn't know pickleball was a thing until about a year and a half ago, but it's a thing. I see it at Walmart. You can buy the kits. And also, South Trace, the clubhouse, probably next spring, they're going to build on to the clubhouse so that there's going to be better food quality there so people that don't golf can go and enjoy the evening. They'll have entertainment, have couch sitting, outside couch like furniture, so that year-round people can attend. Even if they do not golf, they can just have a nice place to go, enjoy dinner, look over the golf course, make it a little more community-friendly. Tiffany has done an outstanding job. Tiffany Mays, who's the director, done an outstanding job with implementing a lot of this. So thank you, Tiffany. So that is in place to start and be finished by next spring, maybe summer at the latest. Let's see, also, we're going to have new bathroom installed at Hartman Park. Actually going to have heat in the wintertime. There's going to be a new playground to be put in, so we have heated bathrooms, and yeah, I think that's it. So all that will be done by next spring, next summer. So there's a lot of good things going on. Actually, we had a grant that we have to spend this grant money by X date, or we don't qualify to get it in the future. Obviously, with grants, you want to use it, or it doesn't do any good to ask next time. So it's pretty exciting. Hartman Park's looking much more updated. And it's all about the community, and this is a great way and a great place for the community to go. Basketball, playground, pickleball, nice walking area that's 1.4 miles long to kind of hang out in. So, yeah, I'm excited about it.
Great.
Mr. Clark, did I read in the paper they're also putting a shelter, 31 by 51?
Yes, yeah, that was the other note I missed. Yeah, so it's going to look rustic, but it's going to be more than that shelter that you see now up top. It's going to be more stable, have some heat in it, and bigger. So if somebody has an outing, they don't have to reserve this shelter, that shelter, this shelter. It will actually hold, and I think this number's right, don't hold me to it, I think it holds 200 people. Have a nice fireplace, rock fireplace in the middle that you can, use there. So yes, that also will be done before summer and spring.
And that's there near the top of the...
Yep, over the
lookout?
overlook. Yep.
Yeah, overlook.
Yep, that old one will be tore down, and this new one will be installed and built. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. It's good stuff.
That's great. 31 by 51, that's interesting.
Yeah, right. I just stuck
Well,
in
not
my
30
head.
and 50, right?
Okay, any other questions or comments for Mr. Clark? Okay, thank you, Mr. Clark.